Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Butthotics Learn. My name is Linda Salter. I'm a massage therapist of close to 20 years, and I'm the creator, inventor of Butthotics Wedge. What is Butthotics? It's a wedge to help, it's for when you're seated, to level your hips while you're seated. Okay, why is that's such a big deal? Well, I've noticed I've been testing this 2 years now on hundreds and hundreds of people, and it's not just for back pain or neck pain. I've seen headaches disappear instantly. And now I use it as a test to help pinpoint if it's neurological coming from the spine, or to rule out if it's muscular. Because a lot of people have, uh, pain in their shoulder, but they don't feel it in their neck, but I'll sit them on a wedge and level their hips and their pain is gone. Or they'll do the movement that creates the pain and it's not even close to the same, if not all gone. Now, some people it will be muscular. You might have pain here. But most of the time I see what I would think is muscular is actually neurological. So when I filed this patent, it's a USA Canada patent. So it's also not just a design patent, it's a design patent with utility, so that it comes with a method. So what is it for? It's to level your hips, to take the excessive stretching out of your nerves. And you can feel it all the way to your head because all the nerves down there are all connected. Okay, they spread out everywhere, but they all are connected. So when you sit on the wedge and level your hips and your headache disappears, what's going on? So today I'm going to show you a few tips, but the Salter method, so let's say you have shoulder pain or back pain. I use the wedge and we see if that helps. Now, not everybody has one, right? So, and on the website, I'll show you. On the website, it says to basically go in the mirror, put your fingers at the top of your hips to check to see which hip is higher. But what I found is that it's much easier to test yourself when you have your pain or your headache, because sometimes we can all get it wrong. So if you want to try and see if this helps, I want you to grab a hand towel or something and fold it up, and then grab a chair and just sit on put half of your butt on this wedge and see if that alleviates any of your symptoms, whether it's back pain or headaches. And if that doesn't work, try the other side. Even if you like that side, try the other side just to make sure. A lot of people feel like, oh, that they usually know when it's not on the right side. And if it doesn't feel good at all, do not do it, okay? Because butthotics can help for a lot of things, but you don't want to wedge if you don't need one. And you don't want to wedge on the wrong side. So if it doesn't feel good, just like anything I tell you, try it. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it, because everybody's different. Okay? But today I'm gonna show you some stuff, because when you see or feel what I'm talking about, you'll understand it. Okay? So there's a couple of tests I do with the Salter method. So of course one of them is using the wedge. And then I'll see if their shoulder gets better when they move it. And if it does, I know it's neurological mainly, okay? There's always a bit of other involvement, but there's another test I do. So grab a book. If you have a headache or back pain or neck pain, grab a book about an inch thick and back your heels up on it. So just your heels to lift your heels, okay? Try that when you're having a headache. If your headache disappears or your back pain, you have a problem somewhere in your spine. I'm not sure what it is, but it'll help if you're probably the person also that can't walk barefoot. So you should always make sure that your shoes are a little bit higher in the back than they are in the front. You want a good heel. Like, I'm not saying a big heel like that, but a lot of people I see do not do good barefoot, and they'll tell you that. They don't know why, but so what are we talking about? The excessive stretch. Think of your head as a balloon, okay? You're a balloon on a cable. Here's your brain, and here's your brain stem. So there's a cable here, and then below your foramen magnum, it turns into your spinal cord. But at the bottom of your back, there's two big cords that come off it and go down into to your feet. So by lifting your heel, what are you doing? You're actually taking the slack. You're giving the cord slack, because the cord is also at the back of your body. So that's one of my tests, along with the shim. And there's another one too that I do. Well, for people that have you ever, so let's say you work all day and you're fine, you have no trouble, but you go up 2 or 3 stairs and you're weirdly out of breath. What's happening? I'll bet you're looking down and you have a cervical problem. Something in your neck is not doing good, because some of us can do that and we're fine. If you're not out of breath regularly when you do a lot of stuff, and it's just when you're going upstairs, think of your hips and the cord, okay? And if you already have an issue here, so instead of looking down, look straight up and see if your symptoms change. You'd be amazed at how many people this works for. But that tells you that there's a problem in your neck. A lot of you tend to have problems in the shower. Feel dizzy. You think it's just the heat. It's not. So in a bathtub or a shower, they tend to downgrade. The grade of the floor goes down towards the drain. So what I think you should do is stand with one foot at the lower part of the shower, whether it's a bathtub or a shower, and see how that feels, and then turn around and do it with the other foot. If that makes a difference, a lot of people it does. It might not for you. A lot of it has to do with looking back in the shower. I have clients that can't look up without feeling dizzy. That could be blood flow issues going to your brain, being kind of slightly occluded. Other tests. So when you're laying, if you have trouble, I have a lot of older people that come here. When you're laying in a recliner, a lot of people tell me that that's when they have pain. They don't think of it, but we kind of pinpoint it to that. So I tell them to put a pillow under their knees. So when you bend your knees, when you're reclined, most people, their legs will be straight, right? If you put a pillow under your knees and bend them, you actually give slack to the cord. Same with your laying on your back. Make sure you have a pillow under your knees. Like, nobody else is going to tell you this. This is what I tell people because it works, and not a lot of people know. So it's not all doom and gloom. Yes, you have a problem in your neck. There's ways to fix it. Obviously, please watch your neck when you're looking at your phone. If you already have an issue, you are pulling your brain out of your head. Same with at a desk. If you're always looking like this, the spinal cord doesn't like to stretch that far. This is all new stuff. I was not taught like this. Simple little tricks I give to people, and it helps. So take these and try these out. And give me some feedback. See if it works, okay? And we'll come back soon. Okay? Thanks a lot.